On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Fall off. It is what it is.
I I do think that I agree with what a lot of that you said, JR, but I think it brings it back to my little issue of codependency that like your self-image is solely based on like someone else. That whatever it is that the only reason that you care about what you look like is for the satisfaction of your partner. I don't know. It's just giving something unhealthy about it that you don't have an esteem of your own. That's not about who's attracted to you or what someone wants or whatever. And it's just about how you feel in your life, in your body, and what you think about yourself and the confidence that you have when you walk outside. Of course, your partner liking you and loving you is makes you feel great. But if you're married, it's also low key their obligation. A thick in
no, I was talking about surgical. I was just talking about
but surgical. I'm just saying that's she still enhanced her body. So I feel like most men would be like, oh, they would praise that, right? But the girl that goes to get surgery, it's like, oh, why do you want to enhance your body? Why does the girl that wanted to go to the gym wanted to enhance her body?
But see, that's the reason they want to enhance their body. That's why you shouldn't have interrupted, because I was speaking on Trill based on what he said about the question, which was on enhancement. You took it a whole nother way. Like I said, if somebody want to get in there and work in the gym and do that to make themselves feel better, I'm good. But when you're talking about enhancements, because guess what? It's something else messing around in her mind, and then she's not getting enhancement, especially when we looking at the enhancements that they do today. The butt that Nicki Minaj got, she's getting that butt to get attention.
Wait, so just to be clear, are some people thinking that people who go to the gym and do certain things don't have any self-image issues? Or
no, that's what it sounds like, because those two are the same fucking thing. I'm trying to figure out why we splitting hairs.
The people that get
hold on.
One at a time, family. Go ahead, let Caleb. Let Kay finish.
For a long time, I've just been like, y'all talk. I don't mind what anybody does. If somebody wants to not work out, if they want to work out, if they want to get surgery, do what you want to do. My thing is, like, when people talk about certain things in a way, like one way means, ooh, you're uncomfortable, but the other way means you're not. Like, people are uncomfortable in all of these aspects. Some people get surgery because they have low self-esteem. Some people get surgery and they don't have low self-esteem. Some people work out 5-6 times a week because they have low self-esteem. They're never happy. Some people do that and they're perfectly happy. So like, to just assign like, ooh, you must have body image issues because you got surgery, I think that's wrong, because it's not necessarily the case. Just like it's not necessarily the case that you are just confident and happy if you go start working out. There are plenty of people that do certain things that are not happy with themselves. I mean, what? Have you?
Because that wasn't the question. The question specifically.
You find these people. It's not. I
that
don't
wasn't
like
the question. You answering a question that's not even that's not.
I'm not talking about the question. I'm talking about like what Logic was saying.
No, we're talking about a question. You can't change the subject.
Oh my goodness, Anton, we don't do this all the time. Okay, I just can't.
Everybody didn't even get a chance to answer the question. How you gonna change it? The question that he asked specifically is, if your girl want to move a certain type of way, would you validate that by saying yes and go ahead and do it?
The question rolling across the screen isn't that.
No, JR, we already talked about that question. JR added more context and said, yo, if your girl want to move a specific type of way, would you enable it or would you not? That's the question. It's not, can anybody go? Yeah, okay, anybody can do what they want to do.
I was just responding to
No. Anybody can do what they want to do. Cool. Nice. When you're in a relationship and your girl want to move a specific type of way, are you enabling it or are you not? That's the question that he asked.
Okay, you answer it, because I was trying to talk and.
Well, he said for the games anyway.
Go ahead, Anton.
No, hell no, I'm not enabling that. And the reason why I'm not enabling that, the number one reason is that I need to understand, because I'll let that fall back on me. It's something that I'm not doing that's not giving you the confidence to move a certain type of way. Right? I don't want you seeking validation from outside sources. I think that the number one thing, and it don't mean that we can't grind or work out, whatever like that, right? That's cool. But the point is that, I don't want you seeking validation from people that don't give a fuck about you. Society don't care about you. Instagram don't care about you. Nobody cares about you more than the people that surround you. So now that falls back on me and saying, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I not giving you the confidence that you need in order to move as a woman? Am I not being truthful with you and saying, yo, you know what I'm saying? These are the ways in which you need to move and so on and so forth, because there's something missing there. So I'm not validating that because that's bullshit to me. We need to be empowering each other, and she should feel way more like a woman as a result of being in my presence than seeking any validation from her friends, from outside, from Instagram, from social media, or any kind of entity outside of what we're doing in our household. So no, I'm not enabling that. And I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and figure out what it is that I'm doing that I can do differently in order to give her that confidence that she needs in order to move, and then be able to do it the right way instead of cheating and getting surgical enhancements on stuff that don't even matter to people that don't care nothing about her.
Yeah. I just want to kind of highlight some things too. I think one of the important things to understand when it comes to all this surgery, and it's been in the news lately, is the risk factor of it. So I would pretty much encourage women just to try to stay natural. I wouldn't want to encourage it. It's the same thing like the gym. Like, people always associate it's because of the look, but you should be working out to be healthy. It's a lot of people that's skinny now that still consider unhealthy, and they have diabetes. So I just think I'm kind of pushing for us to not only get in the gym to look good and then you feel good, but also health wise. Same thing with surgery. It's just it's too many risks that happens when you're going up under that knife, whatever it may be. And at any given time, you can have a doctor that's just made a mistake, and that's the risk that you willing to take in order for a look, in order to enhance, in order to compete. As long as your man or like your wife or your husband is happy, or the person you with is happy, then that's all that matters. You shouldn't be sitting out here trying to compete with what everybody else is doing, or trying to create or trying to keep up with the norm. I mean, we ain't gonna have these bodies forever, so just maintain it the best way you can. If it just fall off shit when you're 70, shit, just motherfucker just fall off. It is what it is.
I do think that I agree with what a lot of that you said, JR, but I think it brings it back to my little issue of codependency, that like your self-image is solely based on like someone else, that whatever it is that the only reason that you care about what you look like is for the satisfaction of your partner. I don't know. It's just giving something unhealthy about it, that you don't have an esteem of your own that's not about who's attracted to you or what someone wants or whatever. And it's just about how you feel in your life, in your body, and what you think about yourself, and the confidence that you have when you walk outside. Of course, your partner liking you and loving you is makes you feel great. But if you're married, it's also low-key their obligation.